the wine, who's also a major player here. We love having Mark here. So this evening, we're here to celebrate the mural that's on the side of the Mark III tap room. It's a mural. This is 5 years since that mural was painted. I know, it's amazing. And one reason it's so close to our heart was because one of the artists, Brady Eulis, worked here at Gordy at the time. And we heard all the ups and downs of painting the mural, from the scissor lift wouldn't work till it was too hot, it was raining, all the things. So we got to know about the mural very much. And the mural's special because what are murals? And they brighten up a part of downtown, but they're also really important, having backgrounds to have conversations, and really important conversations. And one of the conversations I remember, was with my 10-year-old daughter, and we were talking about the importance of inclusivity with the LGBTQ community. Because at the age of 10, she had a lot of questions. And so it was a great opportunity to talk about what we as a family believe, what we as individuals believe, and to share that with my daughter. And that mural provided that background. And I'm very grateful for these 4 women for providing me the background to have a really important conversation with my daughter. So the 4 women are here tonight. We have Faith Kellerman, Jannell Summers, Joanne Darda, and of course Brady Eulis. Now, the mural was painted following the 2016 tragic events at the Pulse nightclub. And it was painted as an effort for these 4 artists to show that we are an accepting community. And what a tremendous undertaking it is to paint that whole wall. And it turned out beautifully, and it's still extremely beautiful today, and I think they owe a round of applause for that. So we are blessed that 2 of the artists are going to speak right now. Faith is all the way over from Philadelphia. She has family in Vernon, Indiana. She's with us tonight, so we'll have Faith speak, and then we'll have Jannell speak.
I moved to Philadelphia just 2 or 3 days after the completion of the project, so it really feels like it was a bookend to my time in Muncie in a very concrete way. It still kind of feels like a dream to me because of that, because I've had that separation. But when I come home, I see it, it's real and it's there, and we really did do that. And now that I live in a bigger city with a more formal and established process for how you make public art happen, it does feel like a dream that this happened. It feels a little miraculous that this became a reality. There were certainly circumstances that aligned in our favor. There just happened to be this building in the heart of downtown Muncie that happened to have a big blank white wall on it, that happened to be on what was at the time the brand new home of the Mark III tap room, which happens to have this really historic importance for the LGBTQ community in Indiana. And at any point when we presented this idea, the staff of the Mark could have turned it down, but they totally embraced it. The owner of the building, Michael, wasn't only open to our idea, but he actively helped us with our fundraising efforts and encouraged us to keep going for it. Even with all those stars aligned though, this could not have happened without the enthusiastic support of the people that live in Muncie and came together to help us make it a reality. Now that the mural has been around for 5 years, I think it can be easy just to look at it and see this vibrant backdrop, these colors and patterns that people take their photo in front of, and not necessarily remember where it began. So I want to take a moment to remember that this mural is a memorial to the victims of the Pulse nightclub shooting in 2016, who were murdered in a space where they should have been safe. The mural is a result of me feeling helpless about gun violence and wanting to create a very visible sign to show the LGBTQ community here in Muncie that they're safe and that they're loved. Gun violence is still haunting our culture, and after the last several weeks and days, some of you may be feeling a sense of helplessness right now. So if you're feeling helpless at all at this moment about what to do about gun violence, I want to encourage you to consider ways that you can make an impact in this small corner of the world. Barbara and Carl have really generously offered to donate a portion of the art sales tonight to Muncie Outreach, which is an organization that offers support and programming to the LGBTQ youth right here in Delaware County, and they've been doing that work for a while. Now, of course, we'd love to sell all of the art in the show. That would be great. But if that doesn't happen, I'd also encourage folks to make an individual contribution directly to Muncie Outreach as one small step in building a safe, inclusive future for LGBTQ kids to grow up surrounded by a loving community to become who they're meant to be. We have printed QR codes around the gallery space so you can access the website directly in that way. I want to end things on a high note. Thank you all so much for coming together to support us to make this mural happen and for continuing to make Muncie such a special place. There really is a certain magic to this community that rallies around people who have big dreams and maybe a little overly ambitious of ideas, and allow those dreams to become reality. And I'm just really honored to celebrate with all of you tonight. So I want to wrap up by asking you all to give yourselves a hand for the part that you all played in making this happen. It wouldn't have happened anywhere else, so thank you so much.
First of all, I want to start out by apologizing. I really thought that if we painted this mural that it would solve bigotry and gun violence and everything, and apparently it didn't. So I'm sorry that we didn't solve everything, but it's still pretty cool. The mural was kind of a starting point of that because I struggled so hard to stick with the program. The girls always were like trying to reel me in, and I was a real pill during a lot of it. But I couldn't be prouder of them and the work that we did. Like just so much that we learned, like cleaning that wall. Like we cleaned that wall. Like
We painted it white. We primed it.
We
painted
primed
a
it.
white wall white.
we pretty much did
with
like
rollers.
tuck pointing almost. I know it wasn't actual tuck pointing, but like I mean we did filler. Like we all started it out saying that we want to do it the right way. We didn't want to do it some like weird janky way and then do there's a common thing that sometimes happens with people in Muncie with the best intentions where they're like, well man, it's just lo-fi, man, you know, it'll all work out, just lo-fi. We didn't want it to be that. We wanted to do it right and we wanted to stick it. And so I think that it will last a long time. It has lasted a long time, and I still can't believe that we did that. We raised all the money and shit. I'm sorry. But that's insane. I did not have faith in us until about halfway through. And then I realized that all these girls knew exactly what they were doing and that I knew what I was doing. And it gave me a crash course in leadership and stuff that I never had. I think you guys all have dads, right? So they all had dads that gave them just enough hugs, and like I was missing that little bit of that, and so you guys are all my dads.